and do a bent over row. So increasing, starting with the least amount of resistance would be 1 foot down, but you're gonna have both planted. Unless you decide to challenge your stability with a single leg bent over row, then that's absolutely fine. If you want a little more resistance, right, which normally with this one, it's strong back muscles, you could probably handle a little bit more. You're going to choke up on the Theraband, so getting closer to the origin of the band, which is the ankles. You're going to hinge over, so very important, we haven't touched this base on this yet. We're gonna hinge down, making sure a lot of times when people hinge, they keep their knees straight and then their back rounds. So we want to hinge but allow our knees to bend so you're not feeling a significant stretch in the hamstrings. You're hinging over like you're almost getting ready for a ball at shortstop or a volleyball, but you're in a ready stance, your butt is pushed back, your abs are neutral, so your core is neutral. So you're not tucked in and rounded, but you're also not pushed out and arching through that lower lumbar spine. So holding, so thumbs are pointing forward, you're going to pull up with the elbows. As you pull up, your gaze stays forward, you breathe out. You take a millisecond to just squeeze between the shoulder blades and make note that you're not rounding up and using your shoulders up here. So the elbows are coming back towards kind of the hip bones, almost like you're pulling the wrists towards your hip bones here. Breathe it out. Inhale as you let the arms go down. Exhale, breathe out. Keeping the spine neutral. So that exhale as you pull the abs in nice and tight should be you keeping that neutral spine. Gaze is forward, earlobes stay in between shoulder blades. You're doing your 10 to 12 repetitions and supersetting it or moving on to the next exercise. Coming back to this one and doing it again. Make sure you don't do a whole bunch of bent over exercises one right after another, because you will burn out and fatigue that lower back. If lower back still isn't having it, I use my bench or stool or chair. So we're going to be sitting on the chair. Your sit bones are grounded, chest is open, same exact thing. Theraband underneath one or both ankles, depending on resistance, choking up to the resistance that you want. And notice as I hinge over, again, I'm not rounding, but I'm going to push my butt back. The more of my legs that are on the chair, the more stable my lower back is going to feel, right? And then you're just pulling back on an angle. Okay, so thumbs are out or up so that you don't roll forward like this. We're just going to start with the basics. Nice light grip, breathe out, pull back, keeping that gaze forward, gentle squeeze between the shoulder blades, and keep those shoulder blades down as if the tips of your shoulder blades are in your back pocket, always engaging that core with your exhale. Doing it whichever way you want, challenge yourself, change it up, variety is great.